Hey guys, this time I will show you how to crochet such boots. We start with the bottom of our boot, and first I need a slip knot, as you do usual. I need a slip knot, and then we have to chain stitches. By the way, I'm using a 15mm hook size. This yarn you cannot buy it anymore, but you can use something else which is quite similar. So you can also do this with everything else, but the hook should match or should fit the yarn. Or, yeah, I think it should match the yarn. Yeah. And now we have to chain stitches. To do this, yarn over and pull through the loop, and you have a chain stitch. So this was the first. We need 10. Again, yarn over and pull through. This is the second, third, fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so these 10 stitches are for European foot size 39. So if you have a bigger foot, you have to chain more stitches, and if you have a smaller foot, then you have to chain less stitches. Yeah, so maybe for a child something like 4 or something like this, and yeah, you have to try it out. So every hook is different and every yarn is different, so but the sew or the bottom is really fast to crochet, so you will see if it's enough or not. Okay, so now we have to insert our hook into the second chain from hook, second stitch. And this is looking quite weird, but I have to fix this. I don't know why. Okay, so we insert our hook into the second stitch here, and we crochet single crochets across this chain. So yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Then insert your hook into the next stitch and do the same, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. And this is a single crochet. And we will do this across this row here. And then we will increase into the last stitch. So yeah, now we have only 1 stitch left, and we will crochet 3 single crochets into the last stitch. 1. Now insert your hook into the same stitch here, then the second one, and again into the same stitch and the third single crochet. Whoops. Then we crochet across this side. I crochet over this tail, so it is, you cannot see it afterwards, and you don't have to sew it in. Okay. So this row is a little bit tricky, but all the others will be okay. Yeah, and you crochet single crochets all across here, and then the last stitch we have this one here, because these are already the new stitches. Here is the last one, and we will crochet 2 single crochets into here. We had here 3 in one, and here only 2, and then we will start with the new round. So this is the first round. I have here already 2 single crochets into the last stitch, and now, yeah, and I have here a marker to know where to start or to end the round. And now we'll crochet single crochets across this row, and I'm using both loops for my single crochets. So I'm using the front and the back loop. All across here, single crochets until here, and we had here 3 single crochets into one stitch, and I will stop here and then we will crochet together. So here we had our 3 single crochets into one stitch, and now we will have to increase. So we will crochet 2 single crochets into each of these 3 stitches. So first 2 single crochets into the first stitch, 2 single crochets into the next. So you have your first single crochet and insert your hook into the same stitch, and the second one, and 2 single crochets into the third stitch, and then single crochets across this side. Now we have 2 stitches left. So we had 2 stitches in one, and we will do here the same. We will crochet 2 single crochets into each stitch. One, and the second into the same stitch. And also here 2 single crochets into this stitch. For the next round, we crochet single crochets across the side. Until we reach our increasing point. And we should have 6 stitches there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can start here or here. Yeah, I think this is okay. So we increase now every second stitch. So crochet 1 single crochet into the first stitch, then 2 single crochets into the second. 1 and 2. 1 single crochet into the next, and 2 single crochets into the second stitch. And again 1 single crochet to the next, and 2 single crochets into the second stitch. And all the other stitches here are single crochets until we reach our increasing point. There we should have 4 stitches because we doubled the 2 stitches. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now again we increase in every second stitch 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet into the first stitch and 2 single crochets into the second. Again 1 into the next, 2 into the second. And then the last stitch is this one. Okay, so this is the bottom of our boot, and now you can have a look if this size is enough or if you have to crochet more or maybe to start again because it is too big. And then we will crochet the height of the boot. We'll crochet the next round only with single crochets, and we will use the back loop and this is useful because we will have to shape our boot, and you can see this here. You have here something like an edge, and it is quite good if you're using the back loop only. And we are using the back loop only for 1 round, then we will continue using both loops again. So continue doing this until you're here, all around here. So this is how it looks like after the first round. And now we will continue crocheting single crochets using both loops again. So all across here until the marker. So now we'll continue with the next round, and I moved already my marker to this stitch, and that means that this is the beginning where we had our increasing. So we should have 9 stitches. We started with 3, then we had 6, and then 9. So if you count this here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you could also start maybe here with decreasing, or here, it doesn't matter, so it should be in the front of our boot. And I will crochet single crochets until the marker. And now we will decrease every second stitch. Why every second? Because we increased every second stitch. So we will do the same backwards. First 1 single crochet into the first stitch and into the second decrease. Insert your hook into the next stitch. pull through the yarn and then go into the serge, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through. No, you have 3. Yeah, pull through 3. Okay, so this is the decrease. The next one, single crochet, and increase again into the second one. So insert your hook, pull through the stitch, and then into the serge, and then pull the yarn through all the 3 loops. And we have to do this one more time. The next stitch will be a single crochet and then a decrease. Okay, and then you crochet single crochets across the round or the row. All across here until our marker again, and we will decrease here again. This is the front of our foot, so we have to decrease here, and this will have this shape afterwards. So I finished the next round, and I'm here at the marker again, and I will decrease. Here again we have at this point 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and we will create 3 of them by decreasing. So I will decrease every stitch now. So the next 2 will be only 1. I decrease the next 2 again. And although the 3rd time, the next 2. And continue with single crochets until the marker. So all across here until the marker point again. And the marker again, and now we will decrease only twice. So the first decrease and the second one here. And then continue crocheting single crochets until you're here at the front again, so all around here. So if you reach your decreasing point again, we will decrease only once. And then continue the round with single crochets all around here, and then you will have 1 round more with 1 decrease. So you will do this type of a round twice. So if your boot looks something like this, we won't decrease anymore, and we will crochet only single crochets in rounds, and this will be the length from here up to here, and these are 6 rounds, and you can do this longer or shorter like you want. If your shaft or the section for your legs is long enough, then we can start crocheting in this way, and you can see here we have to increase And if you turn this, you can also see here a different stitch. It's actually single crochet, but we are using the front loop for this to turn this better. So first we have to increase once. We crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch using the front loop, and then we crochet only 1 single crochet per stitch, also into the front loop, but only 1 round. So only 1 round with the front loop, then you continue crocheting single crochets with both loops. And now I will show you in which way we will increase. So we have here our first increase. We will be increasing on the front side and on the back side once. Then the next round also increase here and increase on the back side. Then we have 3 rounds without increasing, and then 3 rounds with increasing. So here an increase, on the back side an increase, second round increase, on the back side an increase, and the third round increase, and then you're done. Then you have only to turn the shaft and you have your boot. Yeah, so you can see here also these are the increases. Yeah, and if you finish your last row, you have to slip stitch, but I will show you this. So you have to slip stitch and to hide the yarn inside. Yeah. So again, I will show you this one more time. You have 2 rounds increasing, 3 rounds no increasing, and 3 rounds again increasing on each side. So 2, 3, 3. So my boot is nearly finished. This is how it looks like so far, and we have to slip stitch the last stitch. I'm doing this here on the back side of the boot. You can do this on every point where you like. Now we will slip stitch, so insert your hook into the next stitch and then yarn over and pull the yarn through all the stitches at the same time, and then you can cut the yarn and pull it through the loop and tighten it. And then we'll turn this. So you have here yeah, of course, if you wear this, it's better than lying on a desk. And then you have to sew in your ends to hide them, and then you're done. And you have your boot. Wait, maybe it's better this way. So this should be okay. And then you're done.